What about AUP, AUCP?
Two, Asante. Check two. Just about to go. Two, check. Two. Sliman, are you ready? Two, check. Ni mute. Two. Korea, iko. Two. Confirm, iko. Eh? Thank you, iko. na cable ya cable.
Ukimaliza si you exchange. Si you'll be standing somewhere here. Kama ni toroke wewe. Utapatikana tu hata labda at least 3 or 4 questions. Kabaridi. Kabaridi, unajua kama zile profesa naishinda hata sema hata sauti yako ijaribu vizuri.
Ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Dr. Musalia Mudavadi, Prime Cabinet Secretary and Cabinet Secretary for Foreign Affairs and Foreign and Diaspora Affairs, and Right Honorable Raila Odinga, former Prime Minister of Kenya and Kenya's candidate for the Chairman of African Union Commission, and we have the PS Sing'oei.
Yes.
For State Department for Foreign Affairs. Ladies and gentlemen, let's want to start the press conference. Let us all be here. Let us be ready. Welcome, Excellencies, and we will start with our Prime Cabinet Secretary.
Good afternoon, everybody. We are here once again so that we can update you, and through you, the nation, on the steps so far as Raila Odinga to also make some comments. And you'll definitely be hearing from us from time to time as we forge ahead to be able to achieve victory in February 2025. You will recall that last time we were here, we gave some statements. At that time, we had not formally presented the Prime Minister's documentation to the AU, but now that has happened, and therefore we thought it is appropriate that we now convey a message again to the Kenyan people about that particular development. But you will recall in our remarks we said that Africa also needs a Baba. So we are here again to just re-emphasize that particular message. So let me make my formal statements. Early June this year, I updated the nation on Kenya's candidacy for the African Union Commission chairmanship. At the onset, may I commend Kenya's candidate for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission, the Right Honorable Odinga, for his energetic and strategic engagements across the continent and globally to ramp up support for his bid in the elections slated for February 2025.
The country has formally submitted requisite documentation of Kenya's nominee for the African Union Commission chairmanship in the manner and form as required by the African Union Secretariat. As you are aware, the government dispatched a high-level delegation led by the Principal Secretary of Foreign Affairs, Dr. Sing'oei, who is next to me, including the strategy team of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, which included Elikana Odembo, who is here, and Mahebub, Ambassador Mahebub, and Makao Mutua, who is not with us at this point in time. They officially lodged the application to the Office of the Legal Counsel of the African Union through the Dean of Eastern Region. In his application, the Right Honorable Odinga has outlined his vision for the AUC, which is hinged on various focal areas, namely African integration and infrastructure development, the economic transformation of the continent, enhancing intra-Africa trade, financial independence, agricultural transformation, climate action, peace and security, youth empowerment, and gender equity and equality. Notably, since 2017, the African Union requires that before the 2025 elections, the candidates participate in a televised debate broadcast live to African citizens. This is an Africa leadership debate known as Mujadala Africa. It allows the candidates to outline their vision and how they will lead the transformation of Africa through the implementation of the AU mandate and Africa's Agenda 2063. Additionally, the debate allows African citizens and other stakeholders to engage the candidates on issues they want addressed. Ladies and gentlemen, in this regard, our candidate is undoubtedly experienced and well prepared to participate in the live debates to engage the African people on how to propel the continent's growth and ensure Africa achieves its goals of African integration and sustainable development, thus making our continent a major player in the global arena. To this end, I wish to applaud our President, His Excellency Dr. William Ruto, and his government for fully, and I repeat the word fully, endorsing and supporting the candidature of Honorable Raila Odinga. To fellow Kenyans, as a nation, we have always come together to stand behind our own, whether on the tracks, the fields, or on the global stage. Just as we cheered our athletes in the recent Olympics, let us lend our full support to Honorable Raila as he carries the Kenya flag high in the race for the chairmanship of the African Union Commission. This is more than a candidacy. It is a national mission. Honorable Raila Odinga represents Kenya's voice, values, and aspirations on the continent. As he steps forward, let us stand with him, not just as a government, but as a united people. At this stage, let me just say that it is also programmed that next week, on the 27th of August 2024, His Excellency President Ruto will be formally launching the candidacy of the Kenyan candidate in the name of Raila Odinga. Thank you all, and God bless Kenya, God bless Africa. At this juncture, may I now invite the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga to make his remarks.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am very delighted to stand before you here today to just confirm what Minister Musalia Mudavadi has just said. We were here a few months ago, and we said that we will come back again here. Today, we have had very extensive discussions about my candidature. Because as we know, since we were here last time, a lot of water under the bridge. I have had an occasion to travel across the continent, meeting with different leaders of the continent. And I just want to say that I've been very pleased and impressed with the optimism that these leaders are expressing regarding the African Union. African Union is a vehicle that was founded by the founding fathers of our nation. And the intention was to try to unite Africa. You remember Kwame Nkrumah said that Africa must unite. Unite or we perish. And over the years, there have been challenges that have been faced by leadership of the continent. But I want to say that we're happy to see that today the African Union
has come of age from the ashes of the Organization of African Unity. But the African Union needs to be strengthened for it to be able to enable African countries to realize the dream of the founding fathers of our continent. A united, peaceful, and prosperous Africa, where the citizens themselves feel that they are free as a people and united and can work productively in the continent. There are several areas where Africa is having a problem. Issues of health care, issues of education,
issues of wealth creation, employment in the continent is a major issue. As you know that many young African boys drown in the Mediterranean as they try to run away from the poverty and other challenges in the continent, seeking greener pastures in Europe. This does not have to happen. If we create conducive and enabling environment for these people to be more gainfully employed on the continent of Africa. The issue of climate change is a major challenge. Africa is a victim rather than the main offender. But Africa at the moment pays a very heavy price. As you can see here in our own country, we live between twin disasters, floods and drought. Many of our people perish, livestock die in those periods. How do we arrest this phenomenon? How can we make a contribution? And how can we also negotiate more effectively for compensation from the offenders who have continued to discharge the carbon monoxide in the atmosphere? We need a stronger voice. As individual countries, Africa is weak. But as one united Africa, can have a much stronger voice to be able to negotiate more effectively for compensation. Energy is another major issue here. And most African countries suffer